Hello, this is Andrew Lamberson with Harvest Tech, and today we're going to be winterizing your 722 Hydrobale. To begin, you're going to want to shut off the valve, remove this 2-inch cap from the water inlet, drain out any water that's in the line. After that, you're going to want to open that valve and drain out any water that is remaining in the tank. After that, you're going to come up to the front, hook up an air hose to this chuck. Remove this little clip and open the valve to blow air through the coils. Push out any water that's in the coils and the return line. On the back side of the pump, there's two 1-inch cam couplers, one for the bypass, one for the pump inlet. You're going to want to remove those and drain out any water that's in the lines and in the pump head. This is the reel hose coming from the lift arm KZ. Yours will probably be attached to the reel still. So while that air is blowing, this will actually push the water and the air through the coils and out through the reel. If you'd like, you can detach this from the swivel elbow on the reel itself, or you could leave it hooked up and rotate the reel slowly to get all the water out of the reel as you go. After the coils and the reel have been blown out completely, we can remove the filter bowls from the dual filter assembly. The larger one may require your large filter wrench to get that loosened up. You're going to want to remove all 4 filters, dump them out, clean them slightly, especially the finer mesh screen filter. Blow some air through this filter assembly, just to kind of get anything pushed out of these filter bowls and on down through. And then put these back on. I like to get the filter positioned inside the housing before putting on the filter bowl so it doesn't get misaligned and damage the screens. Make sure when you're tightening this larger filter to not over tighten it, because it can damage the threads in the housing and cause it to leak. It'll go on basically hand tight. And then once it gets tight, it'll bottom out. You'll feel it stop. Don't over tighten it beyond that. After that, you can remove this cap, switch your valve to the fill position, noted by the sticker, and then just take and blow air into this. You probably grab a rag, get a little tighter fit. And that'll push water through the filter assembly, out through here, down through the second valve, down to the flow meter. It may be beneficial to unclip this flow meter to make sure you got a downhill slope on that. And that'll help you get all of the water out of this flow meter bowl so it doesn't freeze and crack the screen on that. The lid. And lastly, there's a quick coupler on the bottom of the dual filter assembly for this 2-inch hose. You just take that off and drain it on out, and that'll get any remaining water out of the bottom of the filter. Afterwards, you can leave these hoses detached or put them back on. Just make sure that there's no water left in the bottom of the flow meter bowl. To blow out the reel separately, if you have the inlet hose disconnected, you can hook up a 3/4 NPT fitting with an air chuck. I have one with a little valve here for ease of use, and that'll just screw directly into here. And you can hook up your air. Turn it on, blow out the reel, blow air through the reel while rotating slowly. Do this until water stops coming out, and that'll prevent anything from freezing in the bottom of the tines. If you would like, you can pump RV antifreeze into the coils to further prevent them from freezing. To do so, turn your arm override on, and you're gonna have to get a 1-inch coupler and hook up to the pump inlet here. Once that's hooked up, run your hose into a small drum. You're gonna need about 12 to 14 gallons of RV antifreeze to effectively do this. And then turn the PTO on and run it slowly until RV antifreeze begins to come out through the reel or the reel hose if you have it detached. That will fill the coils as well as the Y strainer on the arm and prevent anything from freezing and damaging